I can't remember what else. Wikipedia it.
Getting very frustrated by an Instagrammer who was just literally taking more pictures than you know what to do with. Anyway, it's eating my car, it's not telling me anything.
And I just had visions of not having any money. That was terrifying. I was gripping one hand on the door and one hand on like my laptop that I was charging. Oh, I found a warm bit.
Don't tell her that's where I peed. Well, g'day guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to España. We crossed the border about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and we have driven down. We were going to go to Pamplona, but we've decided to miss it out because
it's a big city. We thought we'd try somewhere a bit smaller. I saw there was a suggested day trip to a smaller town a little bit further south, which we are now in.
Yes.
And it's called?
I've got no idea.
Tarazona.
Tarazona, that's the one.
Or Tarazona, maybe.
Tarazona, yeah.
Pronounce it.
And beautiful. We've actually been doing this. So there's a walk you can do around the city walls, and actually gives you really good views of the old bull ring and over to the cathedral. But yeah.
And we've got a bonus. We saw white storks
yes,
nesting on a church spire, and they make the craziest noise.
Yeah.
Never knew they made sounds like that.
But yeah, so it's nice to be in Spain.
And it's quite warm.
Yeah.
As you can see, I've got my coat off.
Really nice, really nice. I just love the whole chatter and everyone's out kind of having a little sort of mid-afternoon beverage and something to eat. But yeah, just lovely.
Although I did ask for the key to the toilet in French.
In French. Toilette. Baño. ¿Dónde está el baño?
But we managed to get in.
We did. Right guys, well we are going to wander back to the van. We've only got about another 15 minutes or so to drive for our park up tonight. And I guess we'll catch up there. But yeah, we're kind of glad that we've come here now rather than Pamplona. I'm sure Pamplona is nice in itself, but nice to get to a little sort of quieter place and wander the town streets. Apparently
it's got quite a Roman influence here. There is a Roman forum somewhere. I'm not sure if we've passed it or not. I can't remember what else. Wikipedia it. Yeah, as usual, we're full of no information.
No information. Oh yeah, not that you'll be able to make it out, but the town itself is surrounded by mountain ranges. Still snow-capped mountains over there. So I'll put up a picture. I went to the loo. Nicola went to get bread, and as you can see here, and she says I'm the one who buys the treats. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say I'm trying to keep down on the saturated fat because last time after being in Spain, my cholesterol was high. So I'm trying to be good. A little bit high, a little bit raised.
Van time. Well, good morning guys. Nice fresh morning here in the mountains. Lovely peaceful night. The sun is just rising. You can probably spot the van down there somewhere. Yeah, beautiful peaceful night. This little area here is going to be fantastic when it's finished. I think they're putting in a washroom and a swimming pool as well. It'll probably be paid for by then, but interesting little village. I think there's only about 96 people who live here. But we did last night for a little drink and the bar was rammed. But this morning I think we're going to maybe go for a little bit of a run, and then Nicola wants to visit the place that brings all the tourists in here, and that's the Witchcraft Museum. In fact, last night whenever we were sitting in the bar, we saw a farmer bring all of his sheep down from the fields as well. Yeah, really nice. Right, I think it's time to go back to the van and make a coffee. Well, good morning again guys. We've now been joined by this one, who is deliberating whether or not to go into the castle. It doesn't open till 11, it's only 10 o'clock now, so we're going to go grab a coffee. But I say she should go in.
It's quite hilly to walk back again. I'm a bit out of practice. And I have been for a very short run this morning, my first run in about 6 weeks, which was tough. I'm so unfit.
But this is beautiful.
It is stunning here.
What a lovely little village.
Yeah.
I think there's about 96 people live here. And I say it's just the backdrop onto the snow-capped mountains. At about 800 metres here as well. So it's a nice fresh morning. That sun coming up. But I think we're going to wander back down to the little cafe and grab ourselves a coffee. And this one's going to make a decision whether she's going to hike back up again. What do you reckon she's going to do? Please. Well guys, welcome into Zaragoza. We parked up within quite a busy area, but very functional. But a 45-minute walk.
Yeah, or you can get the tram or cycle, really good cycle paths.
Yeah, but for a 45-minute walk, I think it's €1.50 to get the tram in. And we've come into the old town, and it looks rather nice.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Not too busy as well. Probably will be busy during the summer months, but I've just been getting very frustrated by an Instagrammer who was just literally taking more pictures than you know what to do with. Anyway, but yeah, we're just going to explore the old town, just sort of have a bit of a bimble around and see what there is to see in Zaragoza.
And the first thing we come across was some Roman ruins, which were really interesting.
Yep.
And some beautiful, we're not quite sure what it is, palace or cathedral or something, which we're just about to check out.
Indeed.
So it looks like on a Sunday, what most people do is eat and drink.
Yep.
Because the shops are largely closed, apart from eateries.
In the little town, we were in the little village we were in before, we went in for coffee. And the men of the village at 10 o'clock in the morning were sharing bottles of wine and eating very hearty looking stews. So I want to move to Spain.
If anybody knows what the customs are for like eating in Spain and what
Do it lots.
the fact that they were having wine and stew first thing in the morning, I mean, is that normal or is that like a countryside thing or?
You want a big too?
No,
thank
it's good.
you.
Gracias.
Tell us, please, whether that's normal or not, because if it is, we want to go do it.
Yeah. Apologies for the bad audio, but I wanted to kind of capture the moment. Oh my goodness. So, first of all, we went to go to the supermercado and it's closed. There's a festival on today. So on the way back, we thought we'd get some money out. And I'm busy kind of like looking to see whether there's another supermercado in the area. And then Nicola goes, it's eating my card, it's not telling me anything. And gone completely. And it's a festival today. And
Nothing's open.
there was no English on the machine, nothing. The card was gone. And we sort of spoke to a few people in Spanglish and there was nothing happening. And then some guardian
grabbed a man.
literally at the end of it, and we managed to phone through to the bank, and somehow they managed to remotely switch the machine off and spit her card out. At which point she did actually grab the man and give him a big hug.
You're like...
So instead of me saying gracias, I was going lo siento, mi esposa, huggy.
Sorry, I got really upset. I think it was just the adrenaline. I was just so worried.
Right. Maybe we shouldn't get any money out on a festival day.
I'm not getting any money out, full stop.
I need a strong coffee after that. So Nicola, how was that drive-in?
That was terrifying. I was gripping one hand on the door and one hand on like my laptop that I was charging. Literally, flipping heck. Side of the mountain, curvy. Oh.
So we left Zaragoza this morning and we are making our way. We left Zaragoza with our bank cards intact and we're making our way towards some hot springs. And the little road to get here was a little bit sketchy.
Just a bit.
And you've got a bit of a fear of heights, don't you?
Definitely.
But one benefit of coming this way, because secretly I knew there was another way to come.
You didn't.
Look at that. So this is obviously the river that leads down to where the hot springs are. Now the one downside is, you may notice it's a little bit grey.
It's freezing.
It's not the warmest for dipping.
I'm not sure I'm dipping in these temperatures.
And apparently the water down here, where we're going to be dipping, potentially dipping, is tepid, is what they say. So
Called thermal, but I don't think they are.
But where they have built some of the villages here, I mean, this is just beautiful.
It is beautiful, yeah, it is. But you can see that on a postcard.
We've only got another 10-15 minutes to go, and then we'll be at the dipping pools.
Oh, that means we've got to go downhill, which means more steep, curvy roads.
All good, all good. Well guys, we have made it to the, I'm not even going to say hot baths because I don't think they are.
It says 25 degrees, but I'm not convinced it's going to be somehow.
We've made it to a body of water that we're going to get our naked carcasses into.
I wasn't going to, but now I feel obliged.
Yes, we've come this far. I might just dip my toe in. They lied when they said it was 25. I have certain parts of my body that are very good temperature. checkers and they're telling me it's not 25.
It's not,
Absolutely lying.
Oh, I found a warm bit.
Don't tell her that's where I peed.
Did you see fresh water?
Yeah,
So I could dunk my hair under.
yeah. I don't know whether it's fresh water or not. I just said yeah. I'm sure it is. Doesn't taste salty. So welcome to Nigel and Nicola's continual series on little random Spanish villages. I've just finished at the hot springs, kind of
Tepid springs.
tepid springs, and we have now come across. Oh, we're going this way. We've now come across to where we're going to stay tonight, in a little village called Montana. And we just thought we'd come out and explore the metropolis that is Montana.
Oh, found a restaurant or a cafe or something.
I can hear
Oh,
people. Bar Plaza.
hello.
Buenas. So
Oh, wow. This must be the town square.
this is the town square. This is where it all happens. Anyway, as we've said countless times before, it's fantastic that the French and Spanish villages put this on, because we're just really making our way towards Valencia tomorrow. So being able to stay at somewhere like this here is perfect. Would have liked a coffee, mind you.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to be too much in this place.
We'll keep going up. I have visions that we reach the top and there'll be all manner of wonderful things going on.
Yeah, why do all Spanish towns seem to go uphill?
And also clothes. I mean, well, we did see one person there. Casa Tony.
It's siesta time.
It is. Well, good morning, guys. Another lovely, peaceful night here, and lovely little village. So we wandered around last night, as you saw, but it is now time to pack up and head towards Valencia, where we'll actually be staying for a couple of nights. We've actually booked a campsite. Luxury. But I guess that will be a story for next week. Watch out later in the week for a little mini tour of this village that I did this morning.
Ah.
See?
That was while I was cleaning the van and running and different things.
Somebody has a
When I
clean-
get anxious, I like to clean.
And so it's best that I'm out of the way. It might look like it's a bit sort of manly disrespectful, but trust me, it's best. It's best that I'm just...
I'm not quite sure why I'm anxious. Just, some days you just wake up and you're anxious, so cleaning is my thing.
Exactly. Right, guys, well, we're going to head on. Got a bit of shopping to do, and then we've got about an hour's drive into Valencia. But we'll catch up again next week. So thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.